Hey guys, it's King Cowboy with Stellaris, a 4X game. I haven't uploaded in quite a long time after I got a full-time job and my schedule just kind of became chaotic. But now that I've kind of stabilized out, I want to start uploading again and sharing my experience with all these video games. I started a Total War playthrough last time I uploaded, and I think I'm going to finish that through. Planning on starting some Warhammer uploads, maybe a playthrough with me and my friend in a co-op campaign. But that's just throwing ideas out there. But today we're gonna play Stellaris 2.0 with the new update and the Apocalypse DLC, which has totally overhauled a plethora of mechanics in Stellaris. As you can see, they give you a rundown right here. Star systems, fleets, a lot of government changes have been made to nerf certain government types. But all in all, I think it's been pretty awesome. I've played a few hours in it, and even though the majority of my Stellaris hours have been from about when Stellaris first opened up or started to 1.5, I have about 400 hours in those few updates, and then I kind of drifted off. But now I'm back and I'm playing with this new update. I've read a few of the dev diaries and I have a good idea of what's going on. So let's see what they've done. I think it's a good idea. We'll run down here. Just since there's so many different changes since I've played, we'll play United Nations of Earth, get a solid playthrough in. We're Beacon of Liberty, Citizen of Happiness, Xenophiles, and Fanatic Egalitarians. We're adaptive, nomadic, and wasteful. The myriad human nations that constitute their interstellar governments are disparate, yet united in purpose. These bipedal mammalians have developed a society that encourages and even thrives on individual freedoms and cultural differences. As a result, humans tend to integrate well with alien populations. Despite this, they have strong martial traditions produced by millennia or intermittent warfare on their homeworld, and their sometimes aggressive and unpredictable nature should not be underestimated. Sounds like us. There's our beautiful, beautiful world, Earth. Alright, galaxy size. I'm pretty sure I'm going to use some preset aliens like you just saw that spawn with us to get a pretty good story going. Some flavor. Stellaris is awesome with its randomized governments and alien types and just having a different playthrough every time, but I think we're just going to go with a kind of preset playthrough. So, galaxy size, 1,000 stars sounds good. 4 arms, a spiral like the Milky Way. 21 empires. I don't like to go 30. Kind of keep it 2/3 so we have a little elbow room. No advanced AI. We'll all start on the same page. Fallen empires, 4 seems like a reasonable. I didn't know you could go 5 now. Maybe it could be 4. I don't know. 4 marauder empires. If I've read correctly, are like pirate or nomadic empires now. I think they grow with you. Unlike fallen empires, maybe. But they're going to be pretty interesting. I like the idea of having something like the Black Sun out of Star Wars, or playing it within our galaxy. Oh wow, you can change a lot now. Tech tradition, habitable worlds. Oh, you can change that. Primitive civilizations. Crisis strength 1.5. I think seems reasonable if we play on a normal difficulty. Yeah. Aggressiveness normal. Mid game start year. End game start year. I think that seems about good. Empire placement, random, no advanced neighbors. We don't want to get kicked right off the beginning. Iron Man mode, yes. So, I think it all looks good. Really cool thing now is that you don't actually start off with any interstellar travel type. You start off with hyperplanes and you have to unlock wormhole and the other one, warp drive, which is really interesting to me. Supposedly there's certain ways to travel other than just using hyperlanes, which are the wormholes and gateways, I believe. But other than that, we'll get down to it and see what they've all changed. This is what I'm waiting for, is the Planet Buster or Planet Cracker, whatever it's called. That use. Alright. The United Nations of Earth. Is that me? There's our beautiful blue pearl. Everything on this planet, all of our history, every kingdom, every empire, every dictatorship has been on this planet. Every life and death up until now. This is where we live. Alright. So, and if I believe correctly, we actually start off with our system now already surveyed, which is interesting. And also, we get a certain amount of resources now. Instead of just starting off on a very barren system, there is a actual formula going into what resources you have within the system, instead of having an awful start and having to restart that playthrough, which was very monotonous, tedious. So let's grab our science ship. We're gonna start exploring. Let's see where. Oh, well, this is gonna be a very good playthrough, I believe. We're right outside the Traxxas Badlands. So we'll get this guy going, surveying the system, surrounding systems. Another thing added into this update is that you can't actually explore or even go to another system without it being surveyed now. Like fleets can't go there, construction ships. Before, you could just travel around the galaxy without a science vessel and kind of know where you're going. That is not the case anymore. You have to survey every system, which is, I think it makes sense. You don't want to be warping to somewhere you don't have any clue. We'll start building some mining stations, utilize the resources in our own system. Physics research. Start on fusion reactors, that's going to be useful. We'll probably do with planet unification. Democracies are really good at unity. And we'll start upgrading our mining networks when it comes to it. We have a little more resources. Alright. So, I've also heard they've changed a lot in the ship designer. So, one of the things I read on was that this actually, instead of managing between shields, armor, and power, you now manage between just shields and armor down here and components, and have a reactor up here in which you upgrade over time for the whole energy of the ship, which I think is going to be a little more easier managing, so I don't have to worry about having shields to armor to power. But yeah, so we're gonna check this out here. Everybody starts out with hyperdrive. So reactor booster, that I don't know if that's been added. It may have been. So kind of an accurate playthrough, us on the outer spiral here as humans. That's what I like, is to see kind of a more accurate playthrough for us humans, kind of simulating what we're in the Milky Way for this playthrough. I'm actually kind of thinking about doing a playthrough with 4 or 5 of my friends and streaming it with just a completely random galaxy and a whole bunch of us customized as alien races, which would be just a crazy, fast-paced, funny play, and see what happens. Alright, we got a good amount of resources now, so now we're going to come down here. Got also a population building down here. So should I build growth? We'll build a mining station. And then we'll clear this one out so it can grow faster. Alright, you are now doing nothing. So expansion and borders are now completely different. In order to actually expand your borders now, you have to build not frontier outposts, but star bases. They've completely replaced the frontier outposts, which is crazy, and it gives it kind of a greater level of strategy to the game now. That we have hyperlanes, and your border is actually controlled by system instead of having a kind of a radius around your frontier outpost. So, oh man, we didn't have anything in this system. Is that it? Was that it? That's gonna be one crappy system if that's all there is a physics research. They have kind of toned down the early game. It's a little slower to start up, but I kind of like that, just so you have a kind of idea of what you're doing, and it's not so fast paced, and you can keep up with actual AI empires, because sometimes I just get steamrolled by AI empires. Got some good shots right here. This is the first fleet. But yeah, throughout this playthrough, you're gonna see factions that I've played as or had a preset story to, and I've allowed them to load in the game, so that we kind of have a kind of more character and scripted idea to these factions. I mean, what they do is not gonna have any control, but what they are, I kind of like having an idea of, sort of like a storybook. Alright, our leader, what is her, I wonder, did she have any orbital research? Strengthen the United Nations of Earth research output by beginning construction of at least 4 new orbital research stations. So in order to keep this lady in control, oh, she's warlike, wow, but fertility preacher. In order to keep Dolores in control, we need to build more research stations. But do I want her in control? Is the real question. She's a little more skillful, but warlike, we're not trying to be too warlike. Right off the bat, what do we got? Space miner, investor. I like Ivani Chadrin. Alright, let's see what's going on here. There's an alpine world over here that we can maybe colonize, and Procyon, I believe is how you pronounce it. Looks like it's going to have a good amount of resources too. That'd be a good way to start. Alright, so in order to control a system, I believe you build a star base in the system you believe or you think needs control. It costs influence. I don't think it takes any influence to manage it while it's under your control, as long as you don't upgrade it, unlike frontier outposts. So what I'm gonna do, let's go to traditions. We're going to adopt expansion. As humans, we want to expand pretty rapidly. It's the first part of the game. I want to expand here once that they're done surveying. I want this planet right here. So let's see what's going on our planet now that we have about 300 resources. Can't really upgrade my ships yet. They're still building that pop. That is awful slow. So I guess let's wait here. Maybe we can build. Oh, they've changed it in construction. I think, yeah, it's in your starbase now as your shipyard, which is an interesting take. So now in every system, your shipyard is your starbase, I believe. So elephant class. So I guess we'll build a few more in case pirates start up, or if we encounter some kind of crazy animals in space. You're not really doing much, are you? Can't. Oh, there's a research station. Here we go, Callisto. The Callisto Research Station. The United Nations versus a buzz with news of alien organisms discovered by the UNS Tereshkova, my science vessel, some time ago. These little evolutionary marvels kindle in the human people a renewed hope of first contact with intelligent beings. It's interesting. Alright. Let's look here. See if we can get martial law. Don't want to lay down that. Governor Franklin Allenby.
Construction completed.
Alright, so now we actually have a few more made. Our research, we have reactors coming in, which we'll use in our ship design. Fleet Manager was also added to this game, where you can actually manage your fleet and the consistency of it. So you can have preset fleet templates, and it adds a great new factor to strategy instead of just having hordes of random ships running around. They also picked a Lanchester's Law, which was where a doom stack can exponentially beat a smaller unit every time, having less casualties than you actually killed. So I like how they changed that, now that smaller armies or smaller fleets have a greater effect on bigger ones. These slick human ships are really what I needed from the humanoid pack as well. Mammalian was cool, but it felt too like Halo, kinda, I don't know, it didn't feel completely human. But these, I feel like something out of Star Trek. Yeah, those look nice. Futuristic human. Alright, so Alpha Centauri has a continental world right beside Procyon, so we'll probably move on there. So we'll get a colony ship going. Once we have the resources, we're like 175, which isn't good. But we almost have that mineral station built. We're still doing good on energy. Unity is going up. My construction ship has nothing to do though. That I think that it doesn't have anything to do. But
System survey concluded.
we can clear some stuff out of the way so populations start to raise up. Yeah, we're on the fastest speed right now, and it's still, maybe I could be doing something, maybe I should be building front star bases. I don't think you can colonize yet either until you have a star base, I believe. I may be wrong. Yeah, just a whole bunch of new mechanics that I'm not familiar with, just trying to get used to. I used to play as a hyperlane playthroughs all the time, but now they have everybody starting out, which does add a lot more strategy. I love that they added hyper lanes to it. Alright. Yeah, see, you can't add your fleet to another system or move them there without being surveyed. After closer inspection, Science Officer Igor Maximushkin only found random space debris orbiting the star. It probably originated from a nearby asteroid belt. Dang it. Our construction's on its way. Franklin, he gained a trait. So let's look what he gained. Oh, I don't want to change you, but let me look at you. Arrested development. Oh. Personal development skills of his leader seem to have plateaued at their present levels, so he's as good as he's gonna get. But I mean, he gains experience fast, so I don't... Oh my god, actually, he doesn't gain any experience now.
A tile blocker has been
Hmm.
cleared.
Franklin's not doing so good. He's having a midlife crisis, doesn't want to learn anymore.
System survey concluded.
Alright, Bernard Star has been surveyed. Then we got this whole ring of places too. And then I'll start building star bases down here. Get a good idea of where we're building our hold. Alright, so expansion, colony development. Oh no, starbase influence cost. So that means when I build one, it'll be a little less. So I think that's a good way to go. Less influences for all the star bases we're about to build. We'll build here too in Procyon. Starbase, there we go. Then we'll probably move on to Murga. Let's look at our technology. How are we coming? 10 months remaining on our fusion reactor. So we have a little more energy. 3 months remaining on our, or 2 months on our upgraded mineral facilities.
System survey concluded.
Should probably build another construction ship now. So while this guy's building star bases, I can be building research stations. Alright, Corvette hull points. Alright, let's see, coil gun, afterburners, or hull points. I think the coil gun is where we should be going. Nah. We're gonna be using Corvettes for a pretty good amount of time, so we'll just do hull points just in case we get attacked by some kind of pirates or crazy space bugs, aliens, things, whatever they're called, manticores. And we have another one being built. Not there. Oh, there we go. The Yukon. That's what I'm talking about. Move here. And we can see, probably build some more energy because we've been building a lot of mining stations. Sirius has a planet as well. I guess for now we don't need to necessarily colonize any planets. Just keep moving on. Oh wow, Alpine is not habitable for us. Moving towards star bases and being able to control our current space. So Jordan needs to move on. We need to build star base in this system. Can we yet?
System survey.
We're lacking influence. Let's see if we can build one even a little closer. We can build one there,
Research concluded.
but if we wait, we should be able to build one here in a few.
Invasive maneuvers.
Oh. Form of alien vessels in the Oaxmon system. These strange objects have been flagged as frights. So, oh, they're like crystals. Crystal beings. Oh, there's a good amount of them in this system. Interesting. So hopefully our fleet will be pulling out of there, not getting killed, or our space or science vessel. News of alien ships. Everybody's excited on Earth. They're intrigued by what they've just learned. Blue lasers. Well, that may be useful. Assist research. Blue lasers. Why not? So now we'll go to our ship designer, change our fleet up a little bit, and voila. A little more power. Add a reactor in there. call it. What's a good name? Rattlesnake, Surik, Campbell, Rattlesnake, Caldwell, Nightingale, John Hackett. No. Pelican. I like that. It's all about animals here. Coppin's class Corvette. Sounds good. Alright. We'll have our fleet upgraded. And see what our science ship is now doing. It's going around to survey. Growth speed, off-world trading company. Not yet. We'll probably go with growth speed. Get some more pops on our world. Let's check out the Earth now on our surface. We're gonna upgrade that. I need you to start there. We'll build hydroponics farm. Upgrade you, I guess. Energy's still looking good. Slowly increasing that mineral income. Now both of these ships are not doing anything because I don't have much for them to do. I'm surprised this asteroid had nothing of importance on it. Okay. We do have a little planet over here, or a little system. And like I was saying, in the new update, these shipyards, as long as you don't upgrade them, they don't actually affect your capacity up here. I can have up to 3 upgraded star bases, but as long as I don't upgrade them, they don't count towards that capacity. And I don't hit that hard cap. Build a mining station there. What is attacking? Oh no. So that means we got hostiles here and there. My science vessel needs to start going here. Or we can go down here. Go down this line. Now that we have crystal monsters and those 2 systems, kind of hinder our exploration for a little bit.
Ship upgrades.
Okay.
Construction completed.
Alright, Earth has nothing on it. Oh, can upgrade this one. I should really wait till I can colonize another planet. What could we be doing? It's a little slower than I remember at the beginning of this Stellaris, early game Stellaris, but it's not too bad. Yes, we need to grow faster, our pops on the planet. Alright, this will be a useful mining station. Once we colonize it, what does that world look like? It's got a lot of hazards that we don't know how to clear. Dangerous wildlife. Man, oh man. We'll probably get to the next election Oh, hey. Our president, Dolores, has got new skills. Eye for talent.
Evasive
Oh, so I can
maneuvers.
hire more leaders. Oh no. Where are these guys? There's even enemies down there? What? We are surrounded by crystal enemies.
Construction completed.
So I guess the only... Oh, you can travel from there to there. No, you can't. You can't do that. I don't believe. Yeah. So, we'll have you survey that system. And I guess we'll expand over here to this area until we have a big enough fleet to
Completed.
deal with those aliens. Okay. So, let's look at our technology trees. 42 months, 57 months, 61 months. Our technology is crawling along. I should probably move on it. Do I want Dolores as the next president? That is the question. Codename Frights, and they possess a language. We must decipher it and establish communications. Could I make friends with these Frights if I try that? That'd cost me too much technology though. For now. That is a real bummer that we can't go down this little arm right here. Dang it. We'll explore this little system here. Move up in this direction right here, I guess. Towards this nebula. I'm gonna upgrade you. My construction ships still are not doing anything, but I don't necessarily have the resources for them to do something. We have enough influence to start building outposts. We'll wait a little bit and we'll build an outpost right here in Sirius. And after that, I guess we'll begin our colonization. Wildor has one planet with a whole bunch of moons around it. Toxic, toxic, barren, toxic. Firstly, we have recovered artifacts from an ancient alien civilization. Wildor, if we want, we have learned from these artifacts. Firstly, alright. Gives us that precursor mission. And all Stellarises, or most Stellaris playthroughs. Right now we're just doing the mineral game. Just waiting for how many minerals we have to build things and increase it. We probably won't get the next election. I did not do her mandate or whatever it is, yeah. So I'm hoping that would be nice. Igor Mack, and that's my scientist, I believe. Yeah. Could do this. Will be a great next leader. Right here, we are lacking 93 minerals for our next colony ship in order to colonize Sirius or Alpha Centauri. Let's look at her surface. Yeah, this one has a lot of hazards on it. Let's look at the Sirius planet. It's a few less obstacles to it, but it is bleak. We could build one right here. We don't really need to worry about here. We can colonize this system later, I guess. There's just not much to it yet. We need tile block. We have tile blockers that we need to learn how to take apart. See if we can build one yet. Here we go. Our first colony ship, and our election has just started. So, oh, I cannot support anybody, or yeah, I can. I have enough. I have just enough to support our scientist. I can hire a new scientist. I really think Igor would be our good expansionist for now. Alright. But that would mean I'm going to have to get a new scientist for my science ship when it comes down to it.
Construction completed.
And we now have that system. We are almost done with our first election. Alright. Procyon still has an energy. Ruler elected. Igor has been elected. Has been elected as President of the United Nations of Earth. Consult the situation log for details on their mandate. Yeah, we did not fulfill her mandate. So now, Igor needs to build 4 research stations. So we can build one here, here, and here. That's 3. And I'm sure we can find another one. So, but that means I need a new leader for my science ship. Do I have enough to recruit any? To take influence? I'm not sure anymore. Research, research, research. I guess Claude Laurent, looks like you're the one that will be our new scientist at age 43. Now that we have a good start on our United Nations of Earth, I believe this is where we're going to draw it to a close until episode 2, where we'll hopefully get a little faster and a better pace on the early game of Stellaris. A lot of new interesting factors on border growth. I feel like it's very strong now, satisfying to spread from system to system. Fleets are definitely going to be interesting take once we get down into a battle. But thank you for watching. I'll probably upload again in the next week span, once or twice, maybe a new Total War. But thanks for watching. I'll see you again.